Hey everybody, it's Heather Lena. So I am doing something different today. I am going to record the video and then I'm going to plop it onto my Facebook and my YouTube, trying it this way to see if it flows a little easier for me. I'm actually here for a couple of things today. Of course, I'm going to be doing our positive affirmation card. But before I do that, I want to talk about some changes that I have gone through, that Heather Lena is going through, and what you're going to be seeing in like the next couple days, like August 1st, actually. So over the past 4 or 5 months, I have been doing a healing journey. Right after I did the grand opening on the sanctuary building, I started going into another healing journey for myself. And as I went through that process, I started noticing that things were not fitting right for me. And because of that, I was throwing up blocks that were causing me to have issues. And so I literally have been doing this journey for 5 months. Well, I had a meeting with my mentor and my what I consider part of my business coach last Thursday. And her and I had a deep conversation about happiness, what makes you happy, what drives you. And I have been working kind of on a new project, but kind of not working on a new project, um, trying to still be stuck in the old ways of what I was doing. And after that conversation, I came to realize that Heather Lena has been here for 3 years. I had Healing Angels prior to that. And I am a person that needs to constantly have um, change in their life. And I know that sounds really weird because I tend to not like having change, but it's important that I do change, that things upgrade. That I don't consider it change, I consider it upgrading, I consider it modifying, I consider it making it better. So anything that can make something better for me, I'm all about that. Well, you guys have seen a couple of things. I had put out Radiance and Spirabella, which are my guides and my characters as I move into this new process. But both of those characters represent me and my growth patterns. So I don't think I can pull it up. Let me see. I will post them and we're going to get more into this. But as I was talking to Dawn Marie and I was talking about these characters, I got really excited because these characters represent me. Number one, I'm a huge stuffed animal fanatic, have been since I was a kid. Got away from them for a while, and slowly as I've gone through my healing journey, I have brought that back up because they bring me happiness. So Radiance and Spirabella actually represent number one, stuffed animals for me, which is a love that I just absolutely love. I love to travel and I have recently gained a love for cruising. And when you cruise on Carnival cruises, there's a big thing about hiding ducks, finding ducks, trading ducks. And ducks were a very big thing for my dad. When we started clearing out his stuff, he had ducks everywhere. And I actually have some ducks from him. And so Radiance, who is the duck, represents my love of cruising, my love of travel, and also represents my dad. And then I was like, and this all started because I'm heading on a cruise at the end of August. And I was being creative and using my creative side, which is something that I had also gotten away from because I've always been told that I have a wild imagination. How do you come up with this stuff? But it's always in a more negative context when it's actually like fun for me. I love fun and whimsical things. That's one of the things that I am. So I had created a rhinestone cow duck or rhinestone cow ducks for this cruise that I'm going on in t-shirts. And I started thinking, well, could I implement those into Heather Lena? And I'm just covering all the steps that I'm going into, right? And this is going to lead right into the card I've got sitting here in front of me. And so I was like, oh, I wonder if I could implement these ducks into Heather Lena. So I went in, did some work around it, and realized that yes, they would fit. But then I was like, well, what if I do a duck and a chicken? Because over the past several years, I have really grown to be liking of chickens. I actually have chickens now, and they actually help me because if I'm having an off depression day, I have to go outside and take care of those chickens. So they are actually a help for me. But chickens also represent nurturing, and they also kind of represented my mom. I kind of felt like as I went into this process that the hen was more of my mom and the duck was more of my dad. And so I created the rhinestone cow ducks and I created the rhinestone cow chicken, which is just something fun and whimsical. So what's going to happen is you're going to see some changes as of August 1st. I may or may not post something on Facebook every day. I will still do at least one video like I'm doing now every week where I just talk about things that are important to me, things that I'm enjoying, things that I'm struggling with, whatever the case may be. And we're just going to start having conversations similar to a podcast, but not a podcast, about different areas of how Heatherlina and its new branding are going into, or how me and my branding are going into Heatherlina. You're going to see the first really big rollout of this on Psychic Fair weekend. So Labor Day weekend. I want to say it's the 4th and the 5th. I'd have to look at my calendar. So I'm going to be rolling out some brand new stuff. So what does that mean? That means I'm still doing healing as I was doing in the past. So if you had sessions with me and you want to come back and do more of those same sessions with me, I'm still offering that. Okay, that is part of my new process, my new method, which is the Heatherlina Blueprint method. And so those services are available to you through the Heatherlina Blueprint modality. And so this modality is going to include everything that I currently do, but it's also going to expand and bring the healing and the life coaching together. So what does that mean? So that means that I am transitioning from just having separate titles such as intuitive natural healer or Reiki master or psychic medium to I am a healing and lifestyle transformation guide. And I am really excited to move forward in this new journey. Everything that I have brought in under Heatherlina, under the different things such as, the category of crystals and the category of jewelry and the category of essential oils, all of that is going to go into the new Heatherlina Blueprint method. All of it intertwines into it. So I'm not going to be doing just, having all these little separate things that are flying everywhere. They're all going to be one cohesive unit that fall in together. The rollout for this, my plan is Labor Day weekend at the Psychic Fair in Winslow. It's going to be really fun. I'm going to be offering new sessions at the Psychic Fair. If you still want a reading, that'll be part of it. If you want to discuss the new improved your new improved blueprint that we can create and get you started on so that you have a happier life, then we can do that too. Because my new philosophy is healing through happiness. So that doesn't mean you have to be happy in order to heal. What that means is we're going to work on healing to bring happiness and joy into your life, right? And so I'm excited because I really felt like I was just drowning. I felt like I was in a pool and I was just drowning and I couldn't get my feet out from underneath me. Well, I'm out of that pool and I am now moving forward into something that really fits more with where I am and what I'm wanting to do, because we have done so much work on me and my healer, since I started seeing her in 2019, 2018, that where I was and what my focus was on and what my niche was at the time, which was mostly dark energy and cord cutting, has morphed now into something bigger. And therefore, I need to bring to me bigger so that I can bring to you be better. Okay. Because for me, as I move through this process, bigger isn't necessarily better, but it allows me to have a focus to move forward. So I am really excited about this new journey. So you may or may not see posts every day like you have been. You probably will not get the divine dialogue every day. But if you have a question on something or you see something as I post and you have a question or a concern about it, just get a hold of me and we will talk about it. Okay. As we watch Heatherlina morph into its new venture, it's going to be very, very exciting for everybody. So sanctuary hours. So right now, because I am still struggling a little bit, and I am really working on putting myself first. My goals are to have the Ethereal Spirit Sanctuary open normally Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays. Okay. Saturdays, I will be here, but the hours are going to be different. So my goal will be to be here by 10:30 on the weekdays, 10 o'clock on Saturdays. But on Saturdays, I'm only going to be open till about 1:30 or 2. And during the week, I will be open. The sanctuary itself will be open till 4. Now, appointments start at 11, but if you can't do the 11 to 4, I am totally open to scheduling you after hours. Okay. Which is why I am adjusting the hours inside the building right now, so that I have some playtime for myself. So if I all of a sudden just feel like I need to get out and go wander or do something or go take care of something, I don't have any guilt about leaving the building. Right. So the hours, those are going to be the hours, but I am also reopening up my contract with the Flagstaff Sanctuary. So my goal would be to do Flagstaff appointments on Wednesdays and Sundays. So again, the hours would be similar to 11 to 4 on Wednesday and 11 to 4 on Sundays. So if you don't really want to come, or if you want to go to Flagstaff and have a session, you have to book those through me, but you can get to me and we can get your session booked. Look for exciting updates as we get closer to the Psychic Fair and Labor Day weekend. I'll be putting out little snippets of things that I will be working on. I am open for appointments. So if you want to come and already start discussing your blueprint path and where your blueprint journey and where you want to go and where you want to be, I would be more than happy to talk to you about it. So on to our positive affirmation card of the week. So in the discussion with all of that, I pulled the card, Today I Choose to Be the Leader I Know I Am. And this card resonates with me based on the changes that I am making to Heatherlina. So I want to help, and I use the word lead, but help, either interchangeable, whatever, so that I can help you guys get to your happiness through your healing, right? And we're going to do that in several different ways. We're going to do it through QuickBooks, workbooks, it's going to be a whole thing by the time I get done. And it is going to be something that can grow with everybody and my clientele. So I'm really excited. Guys. Okay. So now that I've rambled on long enough, I will get this posted on YouTube and on Facebook. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Otherwise, look for changes. So keep an eye out because there will be some posting done, but it's going to definitely be different than what I had done in the past. So thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye.